Okay, so let's get started with this DIY smash cake. As you can see, I'm using two 6-inch cake pans here, and we're just gonna go ahead and use a box cake mix. Now, you can go ahead and make yours from scratch, but for me, the convenience of a box cake just works. So you can see I'm using the Great Value cake mix. You can use, again, whatever you like. I'm not impartial to Great Value, and you will see that if you decide to stick around on my channel. But I am just making the mix per the instructions on the box. I'm not doing anything special. The only thing that I'm doing differently is adding milk instead of water. I just feel like it gives the cake a better flavor and texture, and that is the only change I made. So the box mentions to mix for about 2 minutes or so. I went ahead and used my immersion blender just to make things go a little bit faster. But again, you don't have to follow how I'm doing it. You can just use a spatula or spoon, whatever you have on hand. I actually do end up going in with a spatula just to make sure there are no extra lumps. You don't want to overmix your batter. So I apologize. I did not realize that my camera was out of focus, but I'm not doing anything unusual here. I'm just greasing my cake pans and preparing to put them into the oven. I do leave about an inch or maybe a little bit more than an inch, maybe an inch and a half, just to give it room to rise. I went ahead and set a timer for about 23 minutes. I know it's going to take longer, but went with that. So while the cake was baking, I found this happy birthday yard sign at my local Dollar General the other day, and I thought that would be cute. Just because we're tiny living in an RV doesn't mean that we have to forego cute ideas like this. So I have my husband working on it.
It could be. Can we bring it over a little bit?
Yo.
I'm now looking. Start that H from right where your foot was. Right there. And you can space them out a little bit more if you need to. That one looks too close. It's too big of a gap between the H and the A. And the A and the P are so close together. You gotta come. It's not. Come look at it from this angle.
I don't know what you want me to do.
You want to hold her and I just do it then?
I don't know what I'm looking at.
Huh?
The thing is blocking up majority of the...
I'm not looking at it from here. I'm looking at it from how people are gonna see it when they're driving by.
Okay, so like I said, it took longer than the 23 minutes that I originally set the timer for, but the cake is now done. It took about 40 minutes or so to complete. So now the fun part. I am using this whipped frosting. I chose the whipped frosting because it is easier to spread. Now if you use the regular frosting or icing, you may still want to go ahead and whip it, maybe with a cake machine, like a blender or something. But I'm just using my spatula to kind of whip it and stretch it out. I tried to cut a little parchment paper circle, and that did not come out that great, but you get the point. So I'm just cutting off the tops here of the cake, and I'm going to start frosting the middle of the cake, but then I realized that I'm going to need more than that one jar of frosting, so I added a second one and began to start icing the top of the cake. If you watch what I'm doing, it's pretty self-explanatory. I'm going for a semi-naked cake here, so I'm not super focused on looks initially. I'm just getting the basic idea of frosting a cake on there, and then we'll clean it up later as we go. So I know again you guys are thinking, what is she doing? So ideally, if I was making this cake, like to actually serve it, I would cut the actual cake layers in half, so there will be 4 cake pieces instead of 2. But because I'm going for height here and it's a smash cake, I'm just trying to make it look pretty. It's going to get ruined. I'm not being super technical again. Now, if I had to do things a little bit differently, I would have, but you know, you live and you learn. This cake stand, the scallop edges is making it a little bit difficult to use this cake tool, but pretty much all I'm doing is removing some of the icing because it is supposed to be a semi-naked cake. So that's what we're doing, achieving that look until we get it. Now for the fun part, decorating the cake. I know you see me sneaking a piece of cake up there. I'm not big on sweets at all, but I definitely wanted to try it because it was just sitting there looking at me, and my husband's being a creep back there. But all I'm using here is this cute cake topper that I purchased, and I'm going in with some flowers just to get that desired result that I'm looking for with this cake. As I mentioned before, you don't have to be super neat with it if you're planning on using flowers as well, because the flowers will cover up many of those imperfections. So just have fun, be creative, and go for it. Don't overthink it. And let's look at the big reveal.
So, really quick, excuse this mess. If you guys have children, you know that this is just how things go. But I got the first one on there and it seems to be holding on pretty well. So, I just wanted to show you guys how easy these adhesive dots are to work with, in case you're wondering. So basically, the easiest thing to do is to go ahead and separate them. You see there's perforated lines on there, so you want to go ahead and separate one. And I probably should have done that first. Okay, so I'm trying to one-hand this here. Separate the dot, and then you peel it off. And I find it's easier to have it on here than to try to touch the dot yourself. Then here you just stick that dot on, rub it, and you peel the plastic off, and you take that dot and you stick it to either another balloon or to the ring itself. So I'm just gonna stick this to the balloon. And there you see, it's on there. Pretty good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take another one and stick it to the balloon so that they can be attached to each other too. And then I'm just gonna do that around the ring. And I'll show you guys what it ends up looking like when I'm done. So the balloon holder took a lot more patience than I was expecting. I don't want to say I'm over it, but definitely a little bit more challenging than I thought it would be. Took way longer than I thought it would be. I thought I would have a couple more things done by now, but it is what it is. It was a learning experience. Hey. You're up from your nap now? And you're ready to make noise, huh? So Zara is up, as you can see, and happy that she usually wakes up in a pretty good mood all the time anyway. So the plan now is to I'm probably gonna work on trying to figure out what I want to do to her hair. I have this bow here, this headband. She does not like anything on her head, but I really wanted her to have a bow. So what I'm thinking of doing is detaching it from the headband here, and then I'm going to hot glue this onto a snap clip, and then that way I can have the bow. She usually pulls the snap clips out too, but I'm hoping that we could at least let her get through the photos with it. What do you think? You think you're gonna like the bow in your hair? So yeah, let's just keep it going. Let's keep pushing and hopefully get some results. You like it? You think you want to wear a headband instead?
I'm gonna give you a chance to ask Amani and Woody a question. Nicole, you first.
Zarlanda?
Well, I'm so over the moon that you
Okay. You look so pretty. Oh my goodness, I can't take it. You look so cute. Zarlanda? Do you like your photo setup right here? Oh, I didn't even see that you could see the vent through there. We're gonna have to put something extra down, but this is essentially what I came up with. I am literally exhausted. This took way longer than I expected, and if I had the help of someone else, it probably would have been better. The balloon thing is driving me crazy. It is not holding up. But look how cute my baby looks. So adorable. So I am just gonna go ahead and try to knock these pictures out and hoping for the best. So stay tuned.
What is that?
Are we gonna get your pictures done today? You look so cute. She only wants to give you some water. Sit down. Show them. Oh, yeah. Oh, don't scooch this way. Look. Oh. Okay. Look, some cake. Mmm. Mmm. So yummy. Oh. We're trying to get some pictures, okay? Oh, thank you. Okay. How about we turn this way? Hmm? Oh, whoa. Oh. Okay, this is not holding on to anything. This is not holding. Garlanded. The balloons are not. Garlanded. Can you please come here? Whoa, careful. Okay. Can we sit here and get some pictures, please? When there's food in your mouth, you have to sit down. Whew. I'm out of it.
Okay. Picture time is over. Picture time is over. Okay.
Fried chicken, huh?
You see all your toys? You don't even want to see them right now? You didn't take a nap. Okay. Okay.
So, as you can see, Zara is completely knocked out. This is actually the end of her birthday. It's around about 5:30ish or so. She did not take a nap today. She wanted to be the birthday diva and stay up. And we waited to open her gifts until her dad came home from work, but obviously she couldn't hang. So I just want to say happy birthday, baby girl. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell to get new video updates and become part of the fam. Have a happy new year!